One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders, coming into a tabletop. Shoulders stacked right over the wrist. Knees are going to be hip width distance apart, so not too wide and not too close. How's the music and how is the sound? Good. Awesome. Yes. Perfect. All right. Cow to cat. Inhale, cow pose, gaze up, look up. Tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, curl it in, chin to chest. Really press away from the mat, lift up through the shoulder blades. Inhale for cow, gaze up, look up. Exhale for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Last one. Beautiful. Come back to center. Look over the right shoulder, looking at the right heel. Come back through center, look over towards the left heel. So good. Come back to center. Tuck the toes behind you. We're going to start to activate through the core, bring in a little bit of heat. So we're going to tuck the toes behind us, and we're going to lift the knees off of the ground. So we're hovering and floating the knees off of the ground. Shoulders stacked right over the wrist, engaged to the core. If this feels like too much, you can rest the knees down and then pick them back up, down, and up. But if you can hold them up, stay here. We're here for 10, 9, 8, engage the core, 7, 6, 5, 4, downward facing dog in 3, 2, 1, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Sway the hips side to side. Connect one heel and the other. Let this feel so good. You're allowing the gravity to do its job. And you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Yes, you want to be in this V-like shape. Beautiful. You got it. No, you're good. Nice. So let's do a little bit of alignment here. And we're going to make this into a drill. But you can always do this whenever you need it. We're all going to shift into a high plank. Shoulders stacked right over the wrist. Legs nice and long. Quad engaged. Core engaged. Exhale, hips up and back, down facing dog. Here we go again. High plank. Down dog. So the feet don't move. The heels don't move. We just shift forward and back. Forward and back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift up through the hips. Last one. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lift up and back, down facing dog. Pedal it out. Sway the hips side to side. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, gaze forward towards the top of the mat. Very slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. Forward fold. Feet are hip width distance apart. Grab onto opposite elbows and just start to sway side to side. You can dance it out. Yes. You got it. You got it, partners. Yes. Shake the head, no. Shake the head, yes. We're just hanging out, releasing through the lower back. You can bend the knees as much as you need to as well. Beautiful. Keep it going. 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Shake it out. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms down to the mat. Find 2 straight legs. It doesn't matter if the hands don't touch the ground. Just allow them to waterfall forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Halfway lift. This is called a halfway lift. And this is mostly like a transitional pose here. But we really want to engage and find that full expression in this halfway lift because we want to send the hips all the way back. So we're stretching through the hamstrings, through the glutes. But we're reaching long with the crown. So we have this really nice long spine. One last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Bend the knees a lot. Rest your chest and belly on your thighs. Inhale. Rise. Mountain pose. Take it up. Bring your arms overhead. Exhale, back bend. Cactus out to the elbows. Let it be just a baby one. Doesn't have to be intense. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Bring it down. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back. Here we go. We're going to add a little bit more intensity. Moving through mountain climbers. Knees to chest. Knees to chest. Exhale, exhale, exhale. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for your high point. Lower yourself really slow all the way down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, lift up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, release. Touch the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, here we go. 3 more sun A's to warm it up. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend, squeeze the glutes, press hips forward this time. Pull the elbows all the way back. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back. This time we're going to move into chaturanga push-ups. So option to drop down to the knee to move into your push-up. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Drop all the way down. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Cobra. If you're ready for like a full cobra, you want to come all the way up. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Hips up and back, down facing dog. Pedal it out. Full breath in, full breath out. All right, let's slow it. Inhale, gaze forward. Walk or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Pick it up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. You got it. Exhale, forward fold. Bring it down. Inhale, halfway lift. All right, this time we're going to add those 2 variations. Plant the palms. Step back, high plank. Mountain climbers. Try to jog it out, run it out a little bit more this time. Exhale, exhale, forward, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Coming into push-ups in 3, 2, 1. High plank. Lower down to your knees if you need to. 3 chaturanga push-ups. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Last one. Lower, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. Down facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Nice. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float your feet to meet your hands. All right, grab your weights and place them to the top of your mat. In this forward fold. Nice. Your weights, your cans, your water bottles, your cap, whatever it is, place it to the top of your mat. Beautiful. Grab the weights, bend the knees, bring the weights into the heart, chair pose. So we're going to sit down into our chair. Like you're really looking for that seat. You want to bend the hips all the way back. So let's try rocking towards the heels and then rocking forward, lifting the heels. I want your weight all the way back towards the heels. Engage the core. Here we go. We're going to start to pull. Down. Down. Exhale. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the weight. Plant the palms. Step back. Give me 2 chaturanga push-ups. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Down facing dog. So up dog is just a variation of cobra. A little bit more intense. You have the option to flow with what's working for you. All right, let's open up the hips. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Scorpion open through the dog. Bend the knee, allow the right heel to be heavy. And start to find big circles with the knee. Maybe you drop down to that left knee to focus on the circles, to focus on the hip. Beautiful. Come back. Send that right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Beautiful. So now we're in this low lunge. We want that right foot to be right next to the right hand. So if it's somewhere behind it, like in the middle, drop down to the left knee, support the right ankle, send it to the front, plant the palms, lift back up into this low lunge. Nice. Start to find little pulses here with the hips. Exhale, exhale. Little dynamic movement. Not hard, not too soft. Just allowing it to do its thing. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. We're going to move into pyramid. This is a new pose, but it's just really good stretch. So we're going to lift the left leg to the middle of the mat. So we're going to come up about 2 steps, and then we're going to straighten the right leg. Right. So now we're in this pyramid pose. And if you can see me, like the legs create this pyramid. The hands are connected down to the ground as much as you can, just like your fingertips, but you find that nice long spine. So it's kind of like a halfway lift in the torso. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, plant the palms completely, step it back into that low lunge. So we step the left foot back. Beautiful, drop that back knee down. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Crescent moon, press the hips forward. We're lunging forward. Exhale, cactus out through the elbows. Inhale, arms overhead. We're going to keep the left arm high. And the right hand, we're going to drop to our side body. We're going to cross over and try to reach the left side of our hip into a little twist. Gaze up, look up. Beautiful. Bring that right hand to center. Exhale, drop both hands to frame the right foot. Send the hips back, flex the toes, half split. So here the body, the hips don't have to go all the way down to a seat. You can stay up and just flex the toes up towards the sky. So we're just focusing on keeping that right leg nice and straight. And then the intensity comes from lowering the nose closer to the knee. How are we doing? Yes. Yes, great job, Moha. Get it, Haley. All right, one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. You might need a wiggle or adjust, but just plant that right foot back down. Plant the palms on the side, ground down. Tuck the left toes behind you. Lift back up to that low lunge. We're going to open up warrior 2. So before we come up, I want you to drop that left foot down to a parallel. Right, so now we have our heels and our front heel and back heel in alignment, but the left toes are pointing out to the left side and our right toes are super straight. Now we're going to open up like a warrior with that left hand first and then the right hand. Beautiful, warrior 2. So here that left heel anchors down, really presses into the mat, into that nice edge of your foot as you lunge forward with the right leg. Back right over the ankle, arms out to the side. Keep breathing here. It was so cold in my house. Now I'm hot. Yes, it's working. All right, woke up in beast mode. Keep the arms up. This is part of warrior 2, right? We're engaging through the core, using the legs. Keep those beautiful arms up. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Start to shift forward all the way until you count no more. And then gently place the forearm on top of the thigh. The left arm can swing up towards the sky. Gaze up, look up. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. So we're going to straighten through the front leg. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. The left hand is just kind of hanging out, no weight on it. One more breath, gaze up, look up, inhale. Exhale, roll the arms back down to the ground. Low lunge, pivot that left foot. Step the right leg back, high plank. 2 chaturanga push-ups if you want them. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's get that second side. Let's go. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Scorpion open through the dog. Bend the knee. Big circles here, clockwise and counterclockwise. If you're sore, I know your body is feeling so good, as mine is. All right, send that left leg high. Gaze towards the top of the mat, really press into the palms. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step the foot all the way through. Nice. Drop down to the right knee if you need to adjust the foot and get it to the front, and then lift that right knee back up. So if you notice the hips might be really hot, you might be really holding on to tension with the hips. See if you can allow the hips to drop, but don't drop the back knee. Ooh, it's such a difference there. Once the hips drop and you feel that right hip flexor. Little pulses here. Hey, to the beat. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that right knee down. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Beautiful. Lunge it forward with the hips. Knee stacked right over the ankle. Yes, looking so good. Take a full breath in. Exhale, baby back bend. So when we gaze up, we create this balance challenge. So that might be a little bit difficult. We don't have to look up. We can gaze forward and just drop the elbows. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, half split. Oh, we forgot the little twist. Keep the arms up. Now we only drop down through the left hand, and then we try to grab onto the right hip. Oh yeah, we needed that twist. One more breath. Nice. Bring the left arm overhead. Exhale, drop the hands down, and then we're gonna send the hips back as we straighten the left leg. The goal here is just to get that leg nice and straight, flex the toes up towards the sky. For intensity, maybe this is enough. You're like, oh, this is enough right here. But if you're looking for a little bit more, start to lower the head and the chest closer to the thighs. It's not that the hips drop, because that's not creating intensity. It's the chest is really long and extended, and your nose is coming closer to the knee. One more breath. Exhale, come back to center. Ground down, wiggle, do what you gotta do to get there. All right, ground down through the hands. Tuck the right toes behind you. Lift back up into your low lunge. Nice, long, straight right leg. Nice. Moving into our warrior 2. So first we drop that left heel down. Right now we have the right toes, right heel, right toes pointing towards the right side. Left toes are pointing towards the front. Roll open, right arm, and then the left. And you might need to adjust your stance, right? Maybe you're too close and your knee is kind of rolling over that big toe. You might need to scoot that right leg further back to create that nice long stance so that the knee stacks naturally right over the heel once you lunge into it. Arms out to the side, gaze forward. Breathe here. Keep those arms up. Big inhales. Big exhales. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, reach. And then exhale, gently place the forearm to the side. Let's go. Lift up through that left arm, up towards the sky. Externally rotate your left shoulder. Keep breathing. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. The left hand drops down. Right hand drops down. Left arm comes up. And we're going to reverse triangle, now warrior. So we relax that left knee, send it up and back. So 2 straight legs. Left arm comes up. Gaze can come up or gaze can come down at that right toe. One more breath. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the mat. Give me a high plank with some mountain climbers. Go. Exhale. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 push-ups if you want them on your knees or not. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Nice, drop down to your knees. Grab a sip of water. Great work, great work. How are we feeling? Good. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing all over again, only this time that we're gonna do it with weight, okay? So we got a little taste of it, what it's gonna feel like, in that chair pose. So we're gonna go through that whole sequence. This time we're just gonna pulse it with a little bit of weight. All right, maybe back in your down dog with your weight to the top of your mat. Here we go, sway the hips side to side. Full breath in, full breath out. Nice, kind of wanna tap the heels up and down to the beat. You can do that for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float your feet to each hand. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the weight underneath your face. Grab onto the weight. Bend the knees. Bring your weight into your heart. Send your weight towards the back of your heels. Remember, don't bring any more tension to the knees. We want the toes lifted. And we're going to pull, down, down. Send your sit bones down behind you for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Forward fold. Drop the weight. Plant the palms. High plank, chaturanga, or cobra. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back. All right, right away this time. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. This time we're gonna go straight into, we're gonna open up into warrior 2. So drop that back heel down. Beautiful. Actually, no, come back to your crescent. I forgot, we're going with the weights this time. So come back to your low lunge, grab your weights, bring them underneath your face. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, bring the weights into the chest, into the heart. So now we're in this crescent lunge. So this is a new pose, and with weights. So you kind of need to get your balance. Your brain needs to recalibrate a little bit. And the trick here with weights and in crescent lunge is that we want to be in train track. So if you notice, you can see my feet, or not the front one, there it is, my front one, but they're not in a tightrope, right? Because if we're in a tightrope, it's going to be harder to balance. But you want that left foot as far back as you can so you have that stability and then you're able to lunge into it. All right, take a full breath in, bring your weight to your shoulders. Beautiful. And if balance is an issue still here, or not an issue, just, balance ain't working with me today, that's totally okay. Just drop your left heel down so you're more stable. And that's it. All right, here we go. We're going to lift and lower, lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, you got it, 4, 3, looking fierce, 2, and 1. Bring your weight to your heart center. And then we're going to drop the back heel down. There we go, warrior 2. Now the weight's in a hand. All right, so here, notice where the knee is. Does the knee want to like be straight because it's burning? I know. But we want to lunge it forward. So we're working it, but we're also like opening up through the hip flexion to the hip, which feels so good. All right. Elbows in, weights out. And we're just going to lower and lift, lower and lift. Keep it going for 4, 3. We're going to move it to the center in 2 and 1. So keep the elbows where they are. We're just going to bring the weights to the center. You got it. And we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. If you want to add on, when you lift, you can lift up with that right knee and then lunge back into it, lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back to that warrior 2 legs. Bring the weight to the heart center. Right arm comes to the thigh, and that left arm is going to lower and lift. Lower and lift. You got it. Like if you're turning on a lawnmower for 4, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring weights back to heart center. Straighten through your right leg. Bring the left hand to your hip. And you're going to punch straight up with your right arm. Big inhale. Exhale, pull the weights into the chest. Pivot the back foot facing the front. Pull, pivot, plant your weight, plant your palm, step back. Chaturanga push-ups if you want them. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. All right, let's get this second side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Beautiful. You're going to open up through that left leg. Find your circles. Close it out. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Beautiful. Grab your weights, place them underneath your face. Find that train track stance from the beginning. Like you have a solid stance when you come up. That right foot's going to be closer to your right side of your mat. Inhale, exhale, slowly come up. Bring the weights to your heart. Nice. So you can adjust, even if you come up and you're like, nope, that stance didn't work. Let me try it shorter. And if you're still like, this didn't feel good, let me step back with that right leg, right? Good. All right, weights to shoulders. We're going to lift, lower, a little bit faster this time. Lift, lower, inhale, exhale, for 4, 3. We're going to pulse it out in 2 and 1. Bring your elbows down, and we're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your weights to your heart center. Open up, warrior 2. You got it. Hey, Connie. Here we go. Elbows in. This time we're going to pulse, pulse, pulse. So if you notice now, my elbows are coming out to the side, so detaching from my wrist. That can be an option. If that doesn't feel good, you can pulse up and down here with the elbows in. This is more intensity. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring weights back to heart center. Bring the elbows down of that left elbow. Lower and lift with the right arm. Lower, lift, lower, lift. For 8, 7, 6. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it off. Bring weights back to heart center. Beautiful. Reverse triangle. Straighten through the left leg. Bring the right hand to the hip. Send the left arm up towards the sky. So good. Pull the weights back in. Pivot towards the front. Plant the weights. Plant the palms. High to low. Vinyasa. Good work, good work. Big inhales, big exhales. Beautiful. All right. We are going to come into child's pose. So come into child's pose. So we're going to reset. We're going to start a new flow. Good work with the weight. Send the hips back. Big inhales. Big exhales. Relax the elbows down to the ground. Let yourself surrender here for a moment. Beautiful. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Hips up and back. Down facing dog. Beautiful. Now we're just going to flow without the weight. We're going to do one more flow just like we did. Inhale, gaze forward towards the top of the mat. Exhale, walk or float your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, arms overhead. Sit down low into your chest. Bring hands to heart center this time and pulse. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog, sway the hips side to side. Inhale, lift your right leg high. We're going to add on just a little bit. Exhale, knee to nose. Curl it in. See if you can shift forward just a little bit. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Right away, you know where we're going. Come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, baby back bend. Press the heart forward, elbows come down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, airplane arms. So this is the add-on. So we're just going to fly the arms back behind us like we're an airplane. And then we're going to shift the heart forward, and the gaze is down at our big toes. We're trying to bring our nose in alignment so that it's right underneath the big toe. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale. Come back. Crescent lunge. Arms overhead. Open up. Warrior two. Drop the back heel down. Beautiful. You got it. Exhale. Extended side angle. Reach forward. Bring the forearm to the thigh. Reach up. Look up with that left arm. Beautiful. Here's a different one, a different variation. Inhale, reverse warrior. So for reverse warrior, we stay committed to that right knee bend. And we only bring the right arm up towards the sky. Keep lunging forward with that right leg. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the mat. Nice and easy. Step back. 2 chaturanga push-ups. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, last 5. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose variation. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, airplane, fly the arms back behind you. Nose is right over that big toe, so lean it in. You're on the tippy toes of that right leg, right foot. Inhale, come back to center. Arms overhead. Open up, warrior two. Beautiful. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm to the thigh. Gaze up, look up to that right hand this time. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay committed to the left knee. Keep lunging forward. Left arm up and over. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the mat. High plank. Last chaturanga push-ups of class. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Send it back. Flip the palms up towards the sky. Relax the wrist. Big inhale, big exhale. Rest here. 2 more breaths. One last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Gently plant the palms. Come into tabletop. Tuck the toes. We're sending it home. No worries. Exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, pigeon pose. Find your figure 4, figure 7 like shape. So the right heel comes onto that left train track. We drop the right knee onto that right train track, which is somewhere behind the right hand, right wrist. If you notice, sometimes the knee can be really high and you're like in this V-like shape, but you want the shin as flat and as parallel as you can to the mat, but then you scoot the left knee, scoot as far back as you can. And that's where you really feel that right outer hip glute stretch. So just make sure that you're not rolling over onto your right side, but versus that you're rolled and squared and your right hip is even lifted off of the ground. Find your big proud pigeon, gaze up, look up. And then exhale, look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Come down to the forearms if that's in your practice. Breathe here. Allow yourself to surrender, to breathe. And whatever sensations are coming up right now, just acknowledge them. Don't try to change them or alter them. Find the observation in the body. You can bring the elbows out wider. Maybe the forehead comes down to the ground. Three more breaths. The toes might start to feel tingly, and that's totally normal. One more full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Start to bring weight back into the palms. Connect the right, connect the left. We're going to tuck the left toes behind us. You have an option to come into a tabletop, right? Connect left knee, right knee, or you can press yourself up into a three-legged dog. Shake out through the right leg. Beautiful. Place it back down, down, down. Back inside. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, pigeon pose. Same thing. Left heel behind the right wrist this time, and then the left heel behind the right wrist, and the left knee behind your left knee, left hand. Gosh, my right's on my left today. And then scoop back your right knee. And remember, don't allow the left hip to kind of roll over where you're just kind of sinking over onto the left side, or rather roll yourself back up. Round down, big proud pigeon. Exhale, look over towards the left shoulder. Look over towards the right shoulder. Come back to center. And then slowly bring it all the way down to your sleeping pigeon, forearms down. Allow yourself with each exhale to come deeper and deeper into a stretch. Breathing here. Maybe the elbows come out wider and the chest and the forehead can come down to the ground. So you place one hand on top of the other and the forehead comes down to the hand. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Bring weight back into the palms. Tuck the right toes. Release from here, your variation, your choice. It can be tabletop, spine release here. Or you can tuck the toes, send that left leg high, shake it up. Nice, come back to your last downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Let's bring it down to a seat on the ground. All right, we made it. Let's bring it all the way down to the ground. For floor series. Yes. Okay, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Start to rock side to side. Nice, come back to center. Grab the outside of the feet. The ankles, the shins. The feet are not available. You can just grab onto the outside of the knees. The whole point here is to not bring the knees into the chest, but bring the knees towards the outside of your mat. So we're opening up through the hip flexors. All right. Release the head, neck, and shoulders back down. Start to rock side to side, really massaging the spine, the vertebrae, the ribs. I'm in tune, yeah. Keep breathing. Beautiful. If you haven't yet, extend the left leg long out to the side, not out straight, but to the side. You kind of rock towards the left side a little bit. Bring it back to center. Extend that right leg back out. Beautiful. All right, bring your feet back to center. Release the feet. Bring the knees back to center. Squeeze. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. And then exhale. Drop the knees over towards the right side. Keep both shoulders grounded to the mat. Extend out through the left arm. Gazes to the left. Then that's the start. I love this song. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Come back to center. I need to readjust. Bring the knees in. Cross the ankles and give yourself a big hug. So lift up through the shoulder blades. Wrap your arms around your shins. Grab onto your left or right wrist. Squeeze in tight. Stretching out through the shoulder blades. And then release back down to the ground. All right, supine twist, second side. Drop your knees over towards the left side. The right shoulder grounds into that. Beautiful. Yes, nice twist, everyone. And here, just allow everything to get heavy. Each exhale expands through the lungs. And each exhale allows the knees to become deeper. Big inhale. Big exhale. Nice, come back to center. Last little effort, squeeze. Give yourself a big hug. Once again, last effort of class. Lift up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Take a full and then exhale, release to your final resting pose. Shavasana. Get yourself back onto your mat. You might be like off of it, cricket or something. And then just bring the heels in, toes out, arms out by your side. Take up as much room as you need. If something's touching you, by you, a towel, a block, or something, just scoot over. Get it out the way. Find your full potential. Take a big, deep inhale. Hold it at the top. Exhale, let it go. Surrender. All you have to do is breathe here. All you have to do is be you. That is enough. Take a big inhale. Big open mouth exhale. Gently start to wiggle your toes. Bring that energy up towards the belly button, chest, out through the arms. Wiggle your fingertips. Inhale, bring your arms all the way over your head, north and south. Biceps by your ears. Point through your toes, reach through opposite directions. Take a full breath in. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock and roll yourself up about once or twice. Massage the spine. Get up tall. Bring your hands up by your side. Gather your dreams, your goals, your manifestation. Exhale, pull them down close to your heart. Bring your thumbs towards your lips. May you always be heard, and may you always speak your truth. Bring your thumbs towards your forehead, your third eye. The light in me honors the very same light within all of you. Bow down to feel your practice. Namaste. Namaste in this positivity energy that we just created. Thank you so much for coming to just breathe together, to move together. It's the best gift that you can give your body, especially when you're working out, going hard, going strong, and then still stretching, but still adding a little bit of movement and strength to it, I think is beautiful. If anyone wants to give like an aha moment,